What were you doing that enabled you to hold those boundaries?
Interesting. Self-care.
Ah,
Yeah, I never
full
thought of
circle.
that.
Uh-huh.
Right.
This was Hannah having a breakthrough moment. As coaches, we must understand that language our clients use to create their world so we can better support their transformation. Hi, this is Jit Navlaka, and today we are breaking down a live coaching session with Master Coach Alexi Panos. Watch her use effective communication techniques and tools to create impact and how you can apply them with your coaching clients too.
Yeah, so let's talk.
Wait up! Let me remind you first that we release new videos like this every week. You don't want to miss any of them, so hit that subscribe button to get notified every time a new one goes out. Now, camera, lights, action. As a coach, you want to understand how your client is building their world through language. Our client's language is the key. They are clues we use to get into their world. In this video, I'll be highlighting the different effective communication techniques Alexi uses to coach Hannah. This live recording coaching session is part of Coaching Mastery, our perpetual training program where you can learn from master coaches themselves, how they create extraordinary results for their clients. What you're about to see is one of the sessions inside that program.
So let's talk about what's most alive for you right now.
I think for me, there's a relationship in my life that I feel I'm ready to let go of.
Okay.
But there's still something that keeps me attached to it in some way.
Okay.
So even if I'm not speaking to that person, I think emotionally I'm still very connected to it.
Got it. What do you think is the deepest connection and pull or draw to that person?
I think it's probably the idea of what could be or could have been.
The potential.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Okay, so how long ago have you split?
It's been very on off.
Okay.
So
are we currently on or off?
We are currently off and exercising our boundaries.
Okay, great. And how is that feeling for you?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you feeling that there's a particular need getting met under that?
Yeah. Self-care.
Self-care. Beautiful.
Integrity.
Great. So you're feeling slightly out of integrity by being on with him.
Yes.
Got it. So what feels out of integrity when you're with him and in his space?
Not caring for myself and not allowing myself to be treated the way that I know on paper or in theory that I deserve to be treated.
So tell me more about that.
I think for me, I think about it like if I were a friend of mine, looking at the situation from the outside, I would think, why on earth am I allowing myself to be treated that way?
Okay.
But when I'm in the situation, there is something, I guess, deep within me that allows it to happen. And my standards for myself, while in the interactions and in the relationship, they're incredibly low. Although I know in theory my worth, I know in theory how much I have to give and how well-intentioned I am.
Yeah.
But execution can sometimes fall apart for me.
Yeah, it can be challenging for a lot of people, for sure. You're not alone in that. But let's talk about the payoff, because we only ever do things because there's a payoff. It feels good. There's a need getting met. So when you're with him, even though you have all these shoulds about how it should be, and you know that's something slightly out of integrity, what need is being met when you're with him?
I would say validation, maybe, safety.
Communication is the key to successful coaching. Alexi starts her coaching conversation using the non-violent communication approach. This is 4 steps: observations, feelings, needs, and requests. Observation is about the facts. what we can see, hear, or touch. Feelings are the emotions or sensations that emerge for our clients. Needs here addresses the universal human needs each one of us have. What needs are our clients having that are either not being met or being met in a way that's not serving them? Keep in mind, all feelings stem from unmet needs. Requests are the specific actions they need to ask for to address their needs. This is not a demand, it's a request. As you can see from the clip, this approach allows her to go straight into the heart of the issue within the first 3 minutes of the coaching conversation. Notice the kind of questions she uses. What's most alive for you right now? What about the situation makes you feel this way? Tell me more about that. What need is being met? What's the payout? Some tools she covers here are asking clarifying and open-ended questions, listening deeply, and cultivating curiosity. Through these, you can get an understanding of your client's world and work with them to find solutions and insights for them. Now, this next clip is one of my favorite parts where Hannah has a huge aha moment. It's a longer clip, but bear with me, it'll be worth it.
Self-connection, I heard you say.
Mm-hmm.
Self-reflection, tapping into your feelings. Can you dedicate that hour or even a half hour to a practice that has you doing that?
Definitely.
Okay. Do you have a current practice that helps you connect?
I flirt with many different practices.
Okay.
And I think I'm the kind of person I almost look to people like yourself or others who are really advanced in this and think, tell me what to do.
Yeah.
You know, I almost feel like I need a prescription to know how to move forward in that, because it is quite unfamiliar territory to me, or I haven't done anything consistently. I do a lot, but again, it's like going to the gym. Do I stick to it?
Yeah.
No, maybe I find something else I find interesting, and then something else, but it's kind of flailing in a way to meet a need.
Yeah. Can I reflect something back to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm noticing a pattern that's showing up with that, where you're saying I'm looking to others to essentially tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Same pattern that's showing up with this guy. You're looking to him to fill the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I don't know what to do. Can you do it for me? It's unconscious, but it's happening at the body level, right? You're going, just fill it, please.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm flailing. I feel like I can't do it, but I feel like you can. So this pattern of looking externally, because it's my belief personally that you have everything you need. Everything. You have all the information you need. You have all the insight you need. You have all the access you need. You have all the tools. We just have to kind of peel back all the programming that has kept us blind to ourselves and our magnificence. And I feel like that is a huge piece of this, is you actually going, you know what? Let me tune in here. Let me check in here first and foremost, even before your car ride where you're taking in amazing content. Have your own foundation first. So what do you think your practice could be in that?
I really like setting intentions for the day.
Mm-hmm. I think that's great.
There's a course I'm doing right now, and it's starting with the philosophy of how I occur for myself, how I occur for other people, how the world occurs for me.
Yes.
I really enjoy that.
Okay. And how often are you doing that practice?
I try and do it most mornings.
Great.
But when I really think about it, what do I need? That's the question for me.
That is the question.
What do I need?
Yeah.
And you're right, in a way, I have a habit of saying, tell me what I need.
Yeah.
You tell me. He
Yeah.
can tell me.
Yeah.
My boss can tell me.
Yeah.
You know.
Make it easy for me.
Totally.
Because I'm very busy.
Right.
It's the same reason why you don't check the voicemails.
Yeah.
I'm very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you say to me, well, what do you need to do? What do you need?
Yeah.
I'm like, tell me.
Uh-huh. So what could the practice be?
That's the question.
Don't make this more difficult. The answer's right there. If you need, the question is, what do I need? What's the practice?
Well, what came into my head was the idea of asking myself, what do I need today?
That's it.
Right.
That's it. Because every day the answer is going to be different.
How am I gonna serve myself today? Ooh, I've never thought about serving myself. I love that. I'm always about serving other people.
Yeah.
So that came up.
Yeah. And I think that is where you start, because it's again about getting into relationship with yourself. Sometimes the answer of what do I need to serve myself is going to be around your self-care.
Wow, so many golden nuggets here. Let's start talking about the effective communication tools Alexi uses repeatedly. It's all right. I feel like you can. You have everything you need. It's my belief. These are some examples of how she applies the 7 principles of effective communication: assertiveness, authenticity, open-mindedness, compassion, curiosity, clarity, and listening. These principles help create a safe space for clients to express themselves freely and build rapport with you at the same time. Effective communication is largely based on trust, so being extra conscious about your language choices and tools can go a long way. Another technique I want to highlight from this clip is assertive reflection. Assertive reflection is communicating back what your client is saying with clarity and confidence. Some phrases you can use are, can I reflect something back to you? I'm noticing a pattern. What I'm hearing you say is, have you ever considered? This technique is useful to repeat what your client is saying using assertive words that make your client more self-aware and less self-conscious. It also helps frame your views in open and honest communication without offending your client. Then, Alexi asks her client to explore options and ideas of practices she can nurture in her daily life. This technique is called action initiation. Once goals and intentions are set, your client will need to take action to get to those goals. Simple yet powerful questions to open up this conversation could be, what practices can you do to reinforce this action? What do you think your practice could be in that? What do you need in order to solve the situation? Asking your client to create their own game plan increases their commitment to it, and thus their follow through. There is one more thing I want to highlight from this clip, which is the power of words and being specific. As a coach, shining a light on specific words your clients use can bring insights they hadn't seen before. Are you loving this coaching session with Alexi as much as I did? Comment wow below if you are and you're ready for more. Cause here it comes.
I want to share something with you that I think could be a powerful reflection. There's something called the DISC method. Are you familiar with it?
I've heard of it.
Okay. So it's essentially a personality profiling. We've all got a profile and we all have our first and our secondaries. There's the dominant, the influencer, the steady, and the conscientious. You, in my opinion, are a steady dominant. So steady, priority is relationships, priority is support, priority is acceptance and security. So you're getting your acceptance and your security met by supporting this man through his process. It's also why you're interested in being a coach, right? Because you really love supporting people. You love reaching out and feeling the security of like, I can help, right?
Yeah.
Your dominant shows up in your work where you're results oriented, you get it done, you move quick, you're too busy for all the connection things and all that stuff. Yeah. But you're steady is why you keep coming back. So the question is, what other relationships in your life fulfill the acceptance and security that you're getting from him?
Alexi uses the DISC method or DISC method to identify her client's personality profile. Methods like the DISC or DISC help you understand how to speak to each of the profiles so you can customize your approach and language to their style. It also allows them to understand who they are better and thus create leverage for themselves to make changes. Last but not the least, we have the summarizing and paraphrasing technique. Let's see how Alexi uses it in her session.
Every day between the hours of 8 and 8:30. Okay. And then will you take action on that answer?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
How do you feel about scheduling those into your phone? Afternoon
Great.
check-in?
That's what I need.
Okay, great.
That's definitely how it has to be.
Perfect. Okay. And who are you reaching out to for support?
My friend Jody.
Okay. What are your 2 requests from her?
Okay. My 2 requests are for her to check in as to whether I'm being consistent with asking that question.
Yep.
But also to hold me accountable in terms of walking away permanently from the relationship that isn't serving me.
Yep, exactly. And here's what I would love to do, because again, you're a steady, so you're relationship focused, you're support focused, and you get approval from these relationships. So the temptation for you to go back is strong.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
That's what's shown up in the past. So instead of pretending like that's not there, let's acknowledge that and let's face off with that. So I want to give you a 60-day check-in. Okay? So you're going to stay to this self-practice. You're going to be in your self-care. You're going to check in every single day. You're going to be focused on you. What do you need? How can you fulfill those needs? And then set a date literally in your calendar for 60 days from now and check in with yourself. Do a deep dive. How am I feeling about him? How am I feeling about myself? How am I feeling about how I feel with my self-trust? Do I feel like I'm fulfilling my commitments? Do I feel like I'm honoring my self-care? Okay?
Ask your client to summarize their insights, key takeaways, and set specific action steps. Summarizing and paraphrasing can prompt further reflection from your clients and help them see things differently. They will feel more ownership and commitment too as they embody their new mind shifts and intentions to move forward. My wish for you is that you continue learning and practicing these techniques to improve how you communicate with your clients and level up your coaching skills. My wish for you is that you create your world with powerful, positive words and empower your clients to do the same. Now you know the 6 effective communication techniques and how to use them with your clients to create an even better result for them. But wait, there's more. Alexi breaks down each of these techniques and other effective communication elements in one of our highest rated programs, Coaching Mastery. You can test drive it today for a very small fee. Find the link in the description box below to learn more about Coaching Mastery. What is your favorite effective communication coaching technique? Share it with us in the comment section below so we can all learn from each other. You made it! High five for making it all the way till the end and investing this time in your growth. We appreciate you. You watched the whole video, you must have loved it. Show some love and drop a like on this video. Share it with your friends and colleagues who also love learning. Sharing is caring. I am certain you're eager to continue your learning. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button to get a notification on YouTube every time a new video comes out from us. Trust me, you don't want to miss any of them. Serve, love, stay humble, and have a beautiful day.